It's your boy. Ooh, we got that fresh cut too. Gray's coming back. Today we're taking the wheels and they're gonna get some tires mounted on them. Finally, the tires showed up today. We gotta go get those. But since these won't fit in the Soarer because they're gigantic boxes in my trunk setup, Steve is here to the rescue to bring me to get the tires mounted, which is awesome. All right, well, wheels fit mint in the little Ranger. We ready to get some tires on these? I'm pumped. All right, so we just got the tires. Just some good old Nankangs, but they'll get the job done. Thank you, Steve, for being my transport since my car can't fit shit, but that's okay, because, I don't know, off to get them mounted, and they will probably be done Tuesday or Wednesday. They can't do it today, but that's okay because I got other stuff that I have to do today, but it just means that we get more videos for the rest of the week, so.
And put it down in the comments how you feel about $200 tires on $4,000 wheels.
Let me know in the comment. By the way, guys, I did see your comments about the 326 power lug nuts. I did just purchase them. They'll be here hopefully within a week. I'll probably have to run the lug nuts that I got from AutoZone briefly until they come in, but that's not a big deal because they're on the way. So, but they're gonna look dope.
Don't mind us.
We hath arrived.
That car will scrape.
I doubt it. Well, the goods have been dropped off. They said that they should be able to get to it Wednesday, which today is Monday, and that's fine with me. I got stuff that I gotta do later today, and I'll be at the shop and stuff like that, and see all the guys. And Steve's got to go to Providence and work on his E36. He's getting that repainted and getting like body work and stuff like that done to it, making it look all fresh and pretty. But no, I'll be at the shop later today doing some stuff. I got another package showing up for the Soarer today, which will be really cool, which you'll know what it is by the title of this video. But I guess we'll head back home and see if the package arrived. You guys know that logo. This is the second part of the body kit for the Soarer, and I'm excited for it. Once we get this on the car, then we can do the exhaust modification that we want to do, because then we'll know where we need the exhaust to sit and be. So let's get this open and look at this, because it needs to thaw out. Jeez. That is my that is my rear lip. What's up? So it is the next day. I couldn't actually do it last night because it was too cold. As you guys know, KBD body kits, they're made of polyurethane, so when they come in the packaging, they're all folded up and everything, and since it's 30 degrees out, it wouldn't work last night. And I didn't have a heat gun, so I left the rear lip in front of the wood stove, and overnight it ended up thawing out, and this is what it looks like. So I was able to DM or email KBD, and they sent me the lip for the dual exhaust, which is awesome. That way I don't have to you know, run a single exit exhaust. I can keep the dual exhaust and keep it OEM, which is awesome. And since this thing is fully thawed out, we can put this on today. It's not super warm out right now. It's like 50-ish degrees, but this is already thawed out and it's back to its shape, so it's not like it's gonna go back into its folded up state. It's gonna be fine. But I do need to get 3M, I do need to get screws and all that stuff so that we can actually attach this thing to the car, because without that, obviously we can't do that. So we're gonna take a run up to AutoZone up the street and get some 3M, get some screws and all that stuff to install this into the car, and hopefully it looks good. I think it's gonna look awesome. It's the same exact brand as the side skirts, so you can buy this brand in like a kit. You can get like the front bumper, the side skirts, and the rear bumper, or the rear lip, whichever you choose, in a kit, but I decided to buy them all separate. So the side skirts will match the rear lip, and then the front bumper, when I do decide to get the front bumper, will match the side skirts and the rear lip, so it'll all be good. Oh, come on. I need to find another place to put my airlift controller. Doesn't really work too well with the vent being here, because even with the vent fully closed, it still radiates heat, and it always falls off, so I'm gonna have to find another place to put it. I swear, dude, every single time I try to make a video lately, it's like, doesn't rain for the entire day, and then when I decide to start recording, it's like, nah, not today. Not today, Mike. If there's one thing I'm really looking forward to for this car, obviously it's the wheels, but the exhaust, getting the exhaust done for this car, because this car is gonna sound incredible, and I'm so excited for it. But I can't do that until the rear lip is on, so that we know where to build the mufflers around and the rear exit to the exhaust. But it's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited for it. But we're here. We have AutoZone, so I'm gonna get the tape and the screws, and hopefully this rain holds up and you know, doesn't get any worse, and then we can throw this on. All right, so just got back from AutoZone. Picked up some super strength molding tape by 3M. That should work fine. I got like the 1/2-inch stuff, so that should work. And I also found a set of black bolts for mounting the lip where the mud flaps bolt up to. And I picked up another box of them just because I can swap out the bolts that hold the side skirts on for these black ones, and you won't be able to see the bolts. So the rain seems to be holding up, which is awesome. I'm gonna take this lip outside, and we can just get started with mounting the lip up. I'm just gonna kind of rest it on the car. The exhaust tips hold it up, which is cool, but I'm gonna rest it on the car, find out where it needs to sit, how it needs to bend, things like that. And then once we figure that out, we can start laying the 3M tape where it needs to go, and then we can drill the holes for where the screws go into the mud flaps and all that stuff, and get that sorted out. But I think this is gonna make the car look a lot better, and I'm stoked. So I just got a call from Eastside. That's the place that I brought the tires to with Steve yesterday, and they told me that the front tires mounted up perfectly and the stretch is perfect, and I'm stoked about that. But the rear is way too much, and I'll insert pictures right here. The Vinny sent me a picture of what it looks like, and that is Sudani style in its finest, and I do not need that for this car. It's dangerous, and stretching tires is dangerous already, but I need to fit the wheels on the car, and Sudani style is just not for this car. But isn't that insane how that actually seated on the wheel and held air fine? Like, it's crazy. But I figured I'd just update you guys. Now I have to order another set of tires and get those and drop those off and blah blah blah. But gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so attempt number 1 was pretty much a fail. Tried to put it on the car, the 3M tape would not stick whatsoever. Now that it's off the car, I can show you. The inside of this has a pretty thick lip, and that's where it wants to sit on the bumper. So pretty much the 3M tape has to stick right to the edge of this lip. And I thought that I'd be able to kind of tuck the 3M tape up inside here, but there's really no room for it. So it's all gonna have to get 3M'd along this lip, and that really doesn't give me, you know, much adhesion at all. But I called up KBD. I went inside, called up KBD. They said the entire lip was covered in mold release because these are full polyurethane. They get molded and shaped and everything pressed together. So in order to get that off, I need acetone, and they also told me to sand the lip surface so that it's 100% flat. That way there's more area for the lip to stick to the car. So I'm not giving up. This is gonna go on the car today. I'm gonna go run to Walmart or Price Chopper or whatever, get some acetone, get some sandpaper, all that stuff. We can sand this flat, acetone it, get all the mold release off, try again. Attempt number 2 should go well, should go better. He said people have huge success installing these on SCs and Soarers, so I don't see why I can't do it. So let's go get some stuff and try it again. Been at this for a while. I've used up all of the 3M tape, so it's like now or never. It's sticking, but I don't have faith in it. I guess we'll just kind of see what happens. The bolts will go right there on both corners, but everything else doesn't have any bolt holes for it, doesn't have any place to bolt holes, because you'll just be able to see it, and I don't want people to see that. So this is going to be interesting. Not entirely sure how it's going to go, but before I even attempt to put this on, I'm going to go down to the car and spray that down with 70% isopropyl where it's going to meet up, get that all clean. And then I think the first thing I'm going to do before I even peel the other backing of this tape off is drill those parts into the car, because that will kind of hold up the front area, and then I can slowly peel off piece by piece and get it mounted up. Kind of hear the 1J just like poking through there a little bit. I love it. Now that the rear lip is on the car and it looks good, there's a little issues with fitting it up right now, because obviously it's not like super warm out, so the tape isn't sticking in some spots. But right now that it's bolted up, it's mounted up, and we can kind of get an idea of where the exhaust needs to come out, how far it needs to come out, all that stuff. This is why I was waiting, because you can see it completely eats the stock exhaust up. You can't even see it anymore. So now that this is on, we know where to make the exhaust. So I'd say that today is a win. We got the lip on, it looks good. Sure, it's black, but that leads me to my next thing. Now, I've been debating on wrapping this car, and I could go with whatever color I want. I have 2 ideas in mind for colors. Sure, I love the car white as it is right now, but there could always be something cooler out there that you can do, and I have some ideas. I think it's a really good idea because, I mean, 1, I get to keep the car white. It's all white under it. 2, if I don't like it, I can always just take it off. And 3, I have a friend who could do it really cheap, but do it right and do it really well. He's done a lot of cars. They look dope. He's out of Connecticut. And I think it would be a cool idea. So leave it down in the comments what you guys think. This car's looking better and better, and now that it's got the rear lip on it, it just sits that much lower to the ground when it's aired out. The wheels and tires are at Eastside Motoring right now. The front tires are mounted, those are set, but we have to order a new set of rear tires because the rear tires I bought were too small and the stretch was like Sudani style. It was ridiculous. That's not what I'm going for this car. So rear lip's on, looks good. Side skirts are on, looks good. Missing the front bumper. Once that's on, the entire car will sit level. You can kind of see how the front bumper is still a lot higher off the ground than the rest of the car. But in due time, I'll get the bumper. We can do that. These bumpers are such a pain in the ass to take off, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. But you gotta do what you gotta do. It'll come out. I like the way this thing is coming along though, and looks good. It'll sound better very soon. And even sooner than that, the wheels will be on and this thing will be rocking and rolling. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Sorry for the lack of uploads the past, couple days and stuff. Been working on the H2O video as well. I'm about 16 minutes into it now at this point. It's gonna be a long video. It's gonna be awesome. I'm stoked for it. YouTube just released a new feature called premiering, where you can set your video to go live at a certain time. You'll get notifications for it when it goes live, and you'll get notifications 30 minutes before it goes live. And then when it goes live, it's like a live stream and I can talk and you guys can chat with me while we watch the video together. I think that's super cool, and I definitely want to do that with the H2O video when that goes live, because it's going to be a movie. It's going to be super long. It's coming out really nice so far. I'm really stoked on it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it too. And I'm going to keep working on that while I'm working on the vlogs, working on the cars, all that stuff, and things will be going good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Wheels will be coming very soon with the tires on them. Everything will be good. Just got the word that we're ordering the tires and they'll be arriving tomorrow so that we can bring the rear tires back, get those mounted, take the other ones back, return them, all that, blah, blah, blah. Sorry. All right. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.